What's up guys? On site this afternoon, and I've got a setup here that I'm really happy with. I thought I'd make a YouTube video specifically about how to production cut and cope baseboard really quickly. If you can see all the way down here, I've actually got my Copemaster set up, and this is a little bit different setup than what you would normally see because I'm actually utilizing my trim rack as a continuous outfeed support for the Copemaster. So I can essentially go from right here, cutting my 45 for my cope, and I then just stack my trim up and get a whole bunch of pieces ready to go. And then to feed it in to the machine, I can just use the support that I've got here. It's right at the right height to use the Copemaster right here. And it has been working fantastic today, and I'll show you some more kind of footage of how I go about using that. Before I go any further here, I want to give you a little bit of a rundown on what I do for Cutlist. So today I'm cutting all the base for the upstairs on this house, which is about 2,000 square feet, and I actually saved my Cutlist to show you. So I cut all of it, which is about 80 pieces worth of baseboard in 3 different batches basically. So I'll go through first and I'll make 2 columns and number my whole piece of paper, and I'll take all the measurements, and then I'll come down and cut basically 1 piece of paper's worth. More than that and it can just get kind of confusing. But the key is to write on the back of the piece of trim every number, and then every so often on the wall I'll write the number corresponding to the piece of trim. That way I can keep track of where everything goes. So just kind of walking you through the upstairs, I cut an entire floor at a time, and then I'll lay all my pieces out as I get ready to nail things off. So you can see here, this upstairs was kind of a pain in the butt because it's got a bunch of off angles. But I've got all my pieces laid out, and then you'll see like right there 14 on the wall. I write on the wall the number 12 there. Every so often, just makes it a lot easier when you're carrying a whole load of base up to get it put where it goes. Actually, before I go back down, one other quick tip. This house has got a bunch of 45-degree angle walls. So for the base, I just went ahead and pre-assembled 2 pieces and made it exactly 10 inches. So what I can do then is position it in the corner and make a mark on the wall, and then I can just add 10 inches to get my measurement. Or like in a case right here, I'll actually just go ahead and get my laser out. I'll turn the camera here a little bit. I'll just put the piece on the wall where it's going to sit nice, and I'll shoot it with my laser, and then I can just take the measurement there and add 10, and that's what I need. So coming back downstairs again, here at the cutting area, you'll see again I've got my trim rack, I've got all my base down there, my saw is set up really nice. I use these long wings that I have made. You can cut base vertically without needing any additional outfeed support. So now I'll take you over here and show you what I got going on with the Copemaster. Quick video for those who aren't familiar with what the Copemaster does. Essentially all you have to do is put a 45 on your piece of molding, just like you would with a normal coping process. Use your gauge block to line it up, and put my hearing protection in. So just like that, it spits out a coped piece that's perfectly coped and ready for production. So anyways, I thought this would make a cool video for my fellow trim nerds. This is probably the most I've actually had for running base with the Copemaster, just because I can pull the base off the stack. I have almost no footsteps to get it to the saw, and then after I've actually cut it, I can just stack it up on the rack, and I make two different stacks, one with pieces that will not have a cope and the other with pieces that will have a cope. And then after I'm done with my 30 pieces on the cut list, I can just wham bam run through the stack of pieces that get a cope, and away I go. So it's been working out really good. Realize this isn't a setup that a lot of people are going to use, but figured maybe it would still be interesting to make a video on. So hope you enjoyed it, and let me know if you've got any questions. Thanks.